When you're doing something out of fear, or you're doing it out of insecurity, or you're doing it out of pressure, that's considered the mode of ignorance. And energetically, we all feel that, right? Know whether I would know whether you were being forced to do this interview today, out of some sort of fear or some sort of whatever it may be. The mode of passion is where you're doing something because you want a certain result. You're doing it just for the reward. You're doing it just because it's going to get you what you want. It's going to get you to the goal.
Okay.
And so that's considered the mode of passion. And again, energetically, you can tell that when someone has an agenda or someone wants something out of you.
I've come here to get my point across on something.
And then finally, the mode of goodness is the energy of like, I feel really at peace. I feel really at ease. This feels aligned with my values, and therefore it feels like the right decision. And so we were trained to sense energetically whether things felt like the mode of ignorance, mode of passion, or mode of goodness, which was a really helpful framework, because sometimes things were really hard to just sense without knowing where it sat in terms of a characteristic.
That's so interesting.
And so that was really, really helpful at the time. And so I find that I'm the same as you, where I make decisions energetically.
Yeah.
But I think having moved into the real world again, I felt that I had to start getting used to understanding other elements. Kind of what you mentioned earlier, which I loved, which was like, I wish they had a class on life at school, because it's like you haven't paid your bill, and you know, there's football players not paying their taxes or whatever it may be, and like that may be for different reasons. But anyway, you get the point. That there's some things that you just don't know. And so what I've started to do, and I've said this a few times, and that's why it's a little formula that I use. When I sit down with someone, whether it's business, whether it's relationships, whether it's work, even whether it's this, the first thing is always energy.